Hey, it's Marko Stat, and I'm here at the 5
What got you into music?
So when I was 3 years old, my mother passed away, and after she passed away, I always wanted to do something big, like to build my legacy, to continue on her legacy and our family legacy. So I always picture myself doing something big. You know what I'm saying? Like I never wanted to just be like a regular worker or just somebody with a 9 to 5. No offense to those type of people, but I always just like, man, bro, I got to do something to make sure that my mother's legacy live on. You know, and that was really like the main reason. So, like it was either gonna be music, or it was gonna be basketball, or I was gonna be like an archaeologist or something. But it was gonna be something crazy, like just because I just wanted to honor her name.
And then what would you say your musical style is?
So like the main style that people know me from is more so, like my day one fans, or like to call it the vintage Marko Stat sound, is more so kind of like 90s inspired boom bap type of style. I'm from Chicago, so like back in 2012 when Chief Keef and everybody blew up, everybody was listening to Sosa, Dirk, and all them, and I was like listening to Kendrick and Joey Badass and people like that, and I always kind of like stood out. As people in Chicago don't really listen to music like that. We listen to drill, hood, straight, violent music. So I was kind of like the alternative to that, but at the same time, I still kind of put that street type of element to it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm really from a real hood, for real. People just looked up to me because they was like, damn, you really from the hood for real, but you making music that actually means something. Like you making timeless music, positive music that got messages. So that's the main style that people know me from. But as the years went by, my sound just keep on evolving. So if you go down my catalog, you're gonna see all the type of music. Like you're gonna see R&B, you're gonna see Afro beats, you're gonna see trap, you're gonna see drill, you're gonna see damn near everything. Just like what Lil Wayne said, he was like, "I got so many styles. I am a group, nigga." Like that's how I really feel. Like for real, I got so many styles. But the styles that I'm on right now is more so alternative R&B, alternative hip hop. I try to combine the rapping with the singing with the R&B and really just morph it. And I've developed my own little sound like with that pocket, you know what I'm saying?
What would you say is a mark or a stamp that you would want to leave with your art and with your creativity in the music industry?
So like the mark that I want to leave, and part of the reason why that I dabble so much with my sound is because I'm a good rapper. I can rap my ass off. But there's a bunch of people that can rap their ass off. And there's only one person that could really do what I do, like the way that I do it, and that's why one of the marks that I want to leave when I'm gone, I want people to be like, damn, that nigga Marko, he really did it all. Like, he gave us these conscious records. He gave us that high energy. He gave us the soft shit. He gave us the R&B. He gave us the hard shit. And I really just want my versatility to be highlighted. And like, wow, like this nigga was really an alien. He just made whatever music he wanted to make. He didn't care about industry standards. He didn't care about trying to be cool. He didn't care about none of that. He just did whatever he wanted to do. And he did it the best way possible. And I feel like as long as I could do that, I could leave a mark for myself and leave that legacy that I was trying to leave,
What advice would you give to other artists or artists that want to be either in the industry or just want to do music in general?
One of the biggest lessons that I learned while doing it is because when I first came out, my music was so pure and I had my own sound and I was making these positive songs with messages and I really just wanted to uplift the community. And then as my career kind of like went on, people started getting in my ear. They're like, oh, you should make some drill shit. You should make some hard shit. You should make some shit for the hood, man. You from the hood. Make something for us, and I did kind of listen to that a little bit. But then now that I'm kind of past that stage, I realized like, damn, I really was letting certain people get in my ear and kind of changing my mission That's not my mission to just be just another rapper from the hood making this regular shit. We already got thousands of those already. So the one advice that I would give is just follow your heart. And if you like to make weird music that's not trending, that's not popular right now, who gives a fuck? Do it. People gonna clown you for it. People not gonna understand it. But at the end of the day, just do that shit, man. Because at the end of the day, you gotta live with it. And if you pay attention, all of the legends that really have real careers and real legacies and made something out of themselves from this shit, they always stuck to what they knew and what they love. They never let the industry and all these other people trying to change their style and shit. Like, nah, if you like making weird ass lo-fi music, do it. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, go make a radio record. Nah.
And then how do you feel about the music industry in general? Would you suggest artists being independent, or would you say to go ahead and hop into the industry, like sign, things of that sort?
That's a good question. Every artist has like different goals and they got different situations. I feel like if you have an independent mindset in general, it's good to go independent. And if you have a strong team already, and you have the money, if you have the funds to do that, go ahead. But just know it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot of people telling you no. There's going to be a lot of bad days. There's going to be a lot of days where you fail, where you like fall on your face, and you're going to have to go through a lot of stuff by yourself. So if you're down to climb that mountain, go for it, because that's the mountain that I chose to climb. But if you're not really willing to do that, get in, with a label, nice situation with a label, nice deal. That's chill too. If it makes sense for you, if the numbers is right, if everything add up right, and they're not trying to fuck you in the end, go for it, because not everybody got that team, not everybody got that same hustle. Not every single artist knows how to put on the manager hat, the engineer hat. So if you just an artist, you just want to rap, it ain't nothing wrong with signing to a major label as long as that paper right. So.
The last question is, what do you feel like the music industry in general is lacking, or what should be in addition to the music industry today?
What's lacking from the music industry, I just feel like representation. When we look at specifically hip hop, the representation of what a hip hop artist is a very narrow, one-sided thing. It's like, okay, when you think of a rapper, what do you think of? You think of a tough guy. You think of a guy from the hood. You think of somebody that got money. You think of somebody, who's well-dressed, all these things. But that's cool and all. But what about the average person? Like, where's the rappers that's just the regular dudes? Or, where's all the hip-hop artists that like to do different stuff, who maybe they don't like to dress up, but maybe they real good at science? What a science represent, like what for, they don't get they shine, So I just feel like in hip hop, we need more representation of the different type of, specifically in the black community, the different type of black people, to really show how diverse and how beautiful and wonderful and, the versatility of black people. Because I feel like what's really being pushed, the average image of what a rapper is it's like a stereotype, and I just wish that other people can hear it as well.
One more question. So then, what is one song that you would recommend to anybody watching? What's the meaning of it to you?
I would advise everybody to check out Identity Theft, a song that I released last year. I did a visualizer when I went to Harvard. I went to Harvard University with my nonprofit to do some workshops on restorative justice. So we took a group of incarcerated youth to Harvard University. We was in Harvard, and I snuck inside one of the rooms at Harvard, and I shot a little video, turned it into a visualizer. But the reason why I say identity theft is because it kind of goes hand in hand with this conversation. Of just, that song was about me at a point in my life feeling like my identity was something that I was trying to appease other people